Alright guys, what's up guys? So we got ourselves a nice little white dwarf here with some interesting little figure on top, and it's all nurgly and nice and everything spice, and we're going to get into that in the rest of this video. I'm just going to mention I like this mat a lot, by the way, and it is actually being used to record the next mission of the Tower and Nightmare campaign, and the first mission is up for patrons. And it's a really interesting mission, a lot of good story in there. And talk about patrons, we've got a new patron called James Jones, and thank you for being a patron. It's really nice of you, really kind of you, helps us do even more things like this. So without anything, let's talk about it. You know, this is 7 days of Nurgle Mist, teased a lot of stuff out, and now Nurgle's going to be the first army that's going to be hitting the shelves, and actually a first Age of Sigmar army since the Caradon Overlords, and that was a long time ago. So boom.
I remember the Caradon Overlords, Phil.
I don't.
I seem to remember you had an army of them.
I don't.
No, you don't, but you did.
So something a little bit interesting, Harry, that you wouldn't notice from like the outgo from this is actually the W in White Dwarf. The W has the Malagan Portents logo symbol on, which is quite interesting there. Nice little theme. You've also probably noticed that the Age of Sigmar colour, the like back blue colour, is now gone to a bit of a grey, building up to this big death reveal. So hopefully we'll see some more about that. We're basically going really heavy with Age of Sigmar stuff right here. So
just before you go any further though, Mikey Mowat, Shizm20 says he can't wait to see Nurgle infect the channel.
Oh,
and they will be infecting in a big way on release weekend, won't they, Phil?
Yes, they will.
And why is that?
A contagion is spreading.
Across multiple galaxies and realms.
Oh yeah, damn right, damn right.
So yeah, we're going to film an Age of Sigmar battle report with Phil's Nurgle, and then of course we're going to jump straight into a 40k battle report.
The garden had a great harvest, and we want to spread the harvest to everyone, because we're such kind-hearted that way, you know. So
of course, because I failed miserably with the Nurgle against Lucy Sylvanas, Phil is going to come and show me how it is done.
Yeah, against Stormcast, not Sylvanas though.
What? No.
I'm not facing that. Look, Harry, I'm a pussy, okay? I'm a little bit scared, you know, but I am what I eat, so.
And who are you fighting in 40k? I think it's only fair to say that we should be fighting another demon army, seeing as we've got 3 out of the 4 between us.
Yeah, we could totally do that.
So it's going to be Nurgle, obviously.
Yeah.
Versus
probably Khorne, right? I'm not going to bring my Zinch. I'm not bringing 2 armies with me.
Well, yeah, you could, and you could.
I could
play yourself with me rolling dice.
Yeah, me playing with myself. Yeah, everyone wants to see that. Yeah. So first thing opening the page is we've got coming 2018 Malagan Portents. When the first teaser trailer dropped, it said March. I'm pretty sure it said March. So I'm guessing there's something coming in February. In the meantime, and there's a lot of characters coming out, so it's probably that's what's full of. But yeah, nice, huge. I think this might be the first campaign for Sigmar.
Unless you count Blight War or Firestorm.
No, I mean like full-on campaign, full-on story, everything's involved. I would definitely say that this is definitely the first. So nice little thing there. So the next page is really what have we got in it. A new year, new White Dwarf. Cool. That is an awesome picture with the new character Rotigus. I'm actually really upset, Harry. So from the transition of 7th to 8th, we lost Kurgath Plaguefather.
I don't even know who that is. So.
Yeah, so he was the named Greater Unclean One, and now we've got the named Greater Unclean One back, but it's not Kurgath, it's Rotigus. Now the way I see it is those Greater Unclean Ones look better than the Scabathrax model that's got it from Forge World. I'm totally expecting, and the door's squeaking, so that needs some oil. But I'm totally expecting Scabathrax model to be turned into Kurgath Plaguefather, and they're going to bring an even bigger model out for Scabathrax. That's what I'm expecting and / hoping, and that'll be the way it leads up. So we've got some more content here. So there is a Nurgle battle report for Sigma, I believe. We've got some Dwarfs for Blood Bowl there, and a various different other things. We've got a really nice Orc army. I believe it's Ian Gonzalez. Harry met him when he went to No Retreat. He's an awesome guy. He has a really awesome Grot army that I love to death. So that's nice that he's being featured, actually. That's pretty cool. So here we start all off. We've got the two Dexes, 25 quid each, with the collector's edition being 50. I'm not getting the collector's edition. I'm not that hard set on it, to be honest. But I'm definitely going to be grabbing both, and Harry's going to be grabbing that one as well. So that should be interesting. Now, interesting thing about these is a lot of the rules have been revealed for rules, I guess. All the reveals have generally been focused on Mega King, but I'm actually really wondering whether the Blight King stuff is actually going to be transferring over to Chaos Demons. We know Horticulus is going to be transferring over. I wonder whether the trees will as well.
I think the trees will, but
yeah.
I think the Blight Kings will. Interesting point here. Eric Stockbridge and Hang Me, who is Squeak the Vermin, who's had to change his name, said, what about the Realm Gate Wars?
I don't even know what they were.
That was the first ever campaign that came out like 2 months after release, I think.
I guess, but I don't even know what it was. That's how good it was. That's how good it was, Eric. But at least everyone knows about this one this time.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely out there a little bit better. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the rules come out of. There's been some interesting rumours for the Codex Chaos Demons come out, which definitely gives a much needed boost to Khorne. There's a little bit of a boost and debuff to Tzeentch, and there's little extra rules for Nurgle. Some really good rules for Slaanesh there as well.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff's been leaked today. We might talk about it at the end though.
Maybe, yeah. So the next page shows off the prime Big Daddy himself, Grand Cleamon. Now, I like this head. I don't like the other head where it's just one-eyed with this tongue coming out. It looks awful.
I like the one that looks like the Hag Troggoth.
Don't know what that means. So I like that head, absolutely gorgeous, and I like the little Nurgling on there. That Nurgling is going on a high cork base, and I'm going to decorate that base, and it's going to become a Herald of Nurgle. Because look, just look. Okay, guys, let me get this up close for you. This guy right here. Let's see if it.
It doesn't autofocus.
There's an autofocus. That little guy right there, I am 100% turning into a Herald of Nurgle.
And please excuse me whilst I refocus the camera. That is obviously works. Yeah.
Are we going for you, is it, Harry?
I need to invest.
Oh, that's better.
Better webcam.
There we
Thought
go.
we'd do this live stream rather than like spend 30 minutes recording the video, then 30 minutes editing it. You feel it's not designed for. Put it back.
Okay, calm down.
That's nice and clear.
Alright, okay, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to them. I'm a bit disappointed on the price, and the price is way too high for this model. 85 quid, that's more than the Chaos Fate Weaver kit, which is highly more detailed, like way more detailed. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. What I'm hoping to do is, I've mainly done on my Nurgle just this green, so I want to add in these like orange little spots and things like that all over them and make them more in-depth and detailed a little bit more, so they don't just look like one dimensional and one colour palette all the way through. However, I will be grabbing a tree. Now this tree is probably actually revolutionary. It's £17.50, probably the cheapest model they've ever brought out, to be honest.
When Squeak says that's the most amazing and stupid idea I ever heard, I'm not sure what he means in reference to that.
It means the little grot, the little king grot right there, the champion of Nurgle, putting that on a high cork base and making him a Herald of Nurgle. You know, I've already got two. It is, right? He's the champion, you know. He's Master!
You've got to play Master of Puppets whenever you put him on as well.
That might be his title. Once we find a name for him, I'll put him as...
Mikey says the Beasts of Nurgle are ridiculously priced. We just had a full-blown
discussion about this, but the trees are really cheap. Now, we've got a little bit about them. They can summon... they can summon Nurgle units. So whereas it's only characters with like spells in Sigmar that could really summon them, it's actually like this guy can actually summon them, which is interesting. And I think that'd be pretty cool, because I imagine it coming out of this little like tree mouth right here, and they're all coming out of there. It'd be pretty awesome.
Oh my god, Phil! Use the Nurgle as a great and clean one.
Damn right! You need to get that oversized base. Oh, you know what? No! I'll have that like that is not even close to the size. I don't even think...
That is an onager base!
I don't even think that's the right size. But it'll be mint if I just did a mountain of cork with him on top and all these like bodies gathered around.
No, I've got it. Buy 10 packs of the skull kit.
Yes, it'd just be like a big skull pile with a Nurgling on it. It's canon, it's happening. There's no way out of it. But we also got contagion points, which these add to by just taking them, which is like Blood Tithe, I'm assuming, because we've got nothing on what the contagion points do, which would be pretty funny. Next one, so these are pretty interesting. It says by White Dwarf that these two have come out in 2 different months. 2 different weeks, sorry. This guy's coming out second and this guy's coming out first. I will be grabbing this guy because apparently he buffs Plague Bearers really well, and they have 60, so of course I want to take him. This guy's a bit weird because he's like a Scottish bagpiper. So I look at him and I'm like,
he's not a bagpiper, he's a bile piper.
Yeah, but that's a bagpipe if I've ever seen one. So if I'm using him and I'm like quoting words from him, I'm totally going to go full on Scottish. Like, look at you stinking little heralds, go over there, what you got to do, you stinking little Imperium scum. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But 4full 989 says, do you guys think that the Nurgle tree will change how Nurgle players build army lists to be more like Sylvaneth with more terrain focused combat? I think someone said it's got a bubble of run and charge, so in my opinion, no. Because when I've seen Sylvaneth, it's all about being in the trees or being very close to them to do a lot of damage. The trees don't have rules at the moment, so can't completely focus on them. But if they give you contagion points, which is taking them, and then they've got this buff as well, I think I'll probably put them midfield. But they'll obviously have a toughness value and things like that, so putting them too far up can get them killed. So it's a bit interesting. And if I don't use them, they're really nice scenery pieces. Yep. So definitely put loads of scenery pieces out there. I
can't even remember the last time I used the rules for the Eldritch Ruins and the Barbed Venom Goose.
I think the only ones that really come into play in any battle reports is the pipes. Or if people actually brought fortifications. But whatever. This guy, so the Beast of Nurgle is cool with the fact that there's a lot of parts in the kit, so you don't have a Beast of Nurgle looking the same all the time. That's cool, but 25 quid for one, that's a bit, upsetting.
We said if there'd been 20, then fair enough, or 2 for 35, even 2 for 40.
I wouldn't have gone 2 for 40. That would have been like, look mate, I'm putting on Castellan Robot level here, and even that's not even the right way to go. I would have said 30 or 35 quid for 2, maybe. But 1 for 25 is a bit weird. Of course, the Jada cards are coming now. If the rumours are true, it's 666, number of the beast. But 6 Zinch, 6 Slanesh, 6 Nurgle, and then 3 for
the Dark Lord.
For Be'lakor, which is the 3 that he can use, because on the others he can't use them because he's not Hereticus Astartes, and there's no Hereticus Astartes in the Demon Codex. And then the last one is Smite, which adds up to 22, which fit the amount of second power cards that's coming in there. Which means there's no generic one, so if you wanted to bring a generic Demon Prince, it doesn't seem to be weird. It's probably like, if anything's got the marks that the Soul Grinder, it has to pick a mark. Which is interesting. It basically means, look, there's no Slaves of Darkness in 40k. That's as much as you're going to get. Yeah, it's really, if you want to go Slaves of Darkness, go Space Marines. But yeah, there you go. I do and I don't like this weird headpiece that's on the Beast of Nurgle. This weird, crazy, wiggly tentacle sucker holes of doom that's gone all over the place. I do not like. But I do like how in the older models this was like a lot bigger than the rest. Now it's the actual models bigger than that, which I'm completely for. But that weird hairdo, might have to get rid of it for my liking. I don't really like it that much.
I don't know if I like the cartoony style that Nurgle's gone for now.
It's yeah. I mean they've gone a bit overboard in the Nurgling situation, but like this Jester just looks ridiculous. When I look at them, because they're supposed to be jolly, like really happy, things like that, and then Plague Bearers are supposed to be like a bit stern to go along. So seeing all this happy faces and things like that is really what Nurgle is all about. Then we've got this guy. This guy I think is a bleeding rip-off in a way, because this chest and the way he's standing and the way he looks is an awful lot like the Lord of Plagues. And if you've got a bright...
Deegan Montesino, I think that's how you pronounce this, his weight. So $40 for one beast.
Beast of Nurgle is $40, yeah. 40 US.
for one.
For
yes,
one.
That's right.
$40 for a beast.
We've got the dog painting in the chat.
Cool. Awesome, man. So as I was saying, this guy looks almost identical to the Lord of Plagues, except if you bought a Blight King box, which is if you play Nurgle in Age of Sigmar, you obviously have. You've probably got a weapon to match that, a shield to match that, and some parts to match that, with those heads being from the Plague Bearer kit, and you could just literally convert them from a Lord of Plagues and have £6 cheaper. Simple. And it's like, I don't understand, but I understand. I'm happy there's another character, but like when looking at the rules now for the characters, a lot of the good rules means if they're your general, and you can't have multiple generals now, can you? So a lot of them you're going to be using like one, maybe a few, a handful at least, but I need to see a whole different dynamic with some of the rules for the characters in Sigmar. And of course, I have no idea whether these guys are even coming to 40k, and we very much doubt it. Blight Kings are very much Sigmar orientated. These guys, I think, are a little bit weird as well. I hope they're like in Sigmar, just you have to buy 2 originally, and then you buy them in one, so that I can buy 2 kits, have 3, and then have the Lord. But if it's not, and you have to buy them in 2s, I'll get really upset, because then I'll just have to spare one.
Doesn't tell you how much is in a box.
That you get 2 in a box, but it doesn't talk about squad sizes.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm saying. So it's whether it's going to be buy 2 boxes and have 2 and then 2 lords, which might be overkill, or buy 3 boxes, have 2 and 2 and then the lord and lord, or you could even switch around and be 2 3s, if that's possible. But that's about it, and it's sort of that weird conundrum thing with squad sizes and boxes. But I'm looking forward to it. I said this is probably the laziest design that GW's ever done, which is they've hardly even changed a thing with the plague drones at all. And then this seat bit with this sort of legs come over is from the Maggot Lord kit. It looks almost identical, especially the chest and that. And then these arms are basically new, but that Man Reaper's also in the kit as well. And there's one who has 2, and so it's like, it's literally they just thought, oh, we'll take the rider from the Maggot Lords and put them on the Blight drones, and there you go, you got your new cavalry. And it's like, there's nothing really original about them, in my opinion. And then you got this, which is they've lost the flying stance, but again, this like very flimsy little limb, rock and bell here, which I think is going to snap instantly. So I'm obviously going to put some sort of like stalk or something like that to keep them steady. But it's and then those wings being sprouted out that wide is going to be so hard to handle with that base and that height. So it's, in my opinion, this is really bad design, and I'm fine with saying that. I'll take the hit if people disagree with me, but it's really bad design in my opinion. And thank the Lord Harry is finally doing my favourite Eldar model.
Not coming soon, because unfortunately Yanari got totally screwed, but
I don't care. These guys, now I'm really excited about these guys. So I get excited by Lord of the Rings stuff a lot because I like Lord of the Rings. But these are the armoured Nazguls from Hobbit that were in Dol Guldur during, and it's a set 1 as well. It hasn't got a release date, so it's set 1, so there's going to be other guys coming out as well. And they look mint. They look absolutely awesome. Forgel's doing like an amazing job with some of the Lord of the Rings stuff they're putting out, which I absolutely love. So yeah, well done Forgel. Now this is something interesting. There's a new board game coming out called Heroes of Black Reach. It doesn't look appealing for me. Maybe it's appealing to all yous who like board games. And then we got a big reveal that everyone went ape about, which is Tomb King's DLC in Warhammer Total War 2. I went ape. I was like, whoa, I might start.
Tomb King's coming back.
Yeah, I might buy the game just to play that faction, but I know a lot of people are going crazy about it, and you need to take this reaction.
Basil says people are playing Lord of the Rings down at GW Middlesbrough soon.
Oh, that'd be great. I can bring down my Iron Hills Dwarfs, so that'd be pretty fun if that's happening.
Yeah, Barry, if you ever want to meet up with Phil, just message the Dark Artisan page, because he's admin on there as well.
So yeah, what I was about to say was there's a lot of hype about the Tomb King stuff coming out for Warhammer Total War, and if anything, people can look at that, and well, GW can look at that and think, what would people's reactions be if Tomb Kings came back to the scene? And on top of that, Bretonians and things like that, and Harry's just passed me this lovely Inquisitor model.
You have to pull it further away from the camera to get it in focus. That's not going to work at all.
Yeah, not gonna work. It's increased the grey facts, and it's like a golden bronzy like metal. It looks really
It's
nice.
that green stuff well flip paint.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Red, yellow.
And then he's doing a lot of his Dark Eldar with these like flip paint purple.
I'm not repainting what's already painted.
So like there on the camera there, you see how this top end's like all black. So you got like darkness feel,
it's
and then
actually green.
All right, Harry.
But yeah,
embarrass me again, Harry. Right? I admit. And then it goes all like back to purple and back over there. And look, that looks like night. That's like night, and then
it's got a night shield.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's pretty cool.
Basically, I'm smashing out 4 more Raiders and 3 more Venoms and a Razor Wing because airbrushing it with them was incredibly quick.
Yeah. Now here we have one of my sort of favourite sections, which is the new Black Library stuff that's coming out. We seem to have gotten another Alpha Legion book coming as well. There was one that came out a bit ago that was actually pretty nice, actually. We've got Castellan. I might buy Castellan to read it. It seems like it might be a really good read. We've got a Warhammer fantasy, like a Age of Sigmar fantasy type book that isn't about Stormcast, Harry.
I've got no qualms with Stormcast.
What?
It's Grim that's got qualms with Stormcast.
But it's all about vampire wars. So I'm assuming it's all about vampire counts. I'm guessing. Just taking a wild stab in the dark there. We've got a Rogue Trader book, which will be pretty interesting to find out what happens in that. And Corsair, the Face of the Void. So that'd be pretty awesome to see. I actually want to see what new Horus Heresy books start to come out as well. So I'm interested. Then we got all this, which is one of my favorite sections.
This weekend as well.
I've got no idea. But we've got Ask Grombrindle there. And this has got getting technical. Yeah, this is sort of like people emailing and sending letters in and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got Orcs, which are what our local friends are saying is terrible. There was actually a really good game on the channel between Harry and Reese, which was quite close.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I was on the edge of my seat, Harry. But yeah, this is Orcs here. So
my album was also singing about being on the edge of glory and
calm down, Harry. Calm down. But yeah, it's on about getting started with Orcs and where you should go with. So obviously start with the start collecting box, right? And then going to get in some Orc War Boss, a big mech, Flash Gets, Skullcans, Meganauts, Looters, and then finish it off with a nice Gorkanaut or possibly Morkanaut, whatever you like. If they did more of these, it would be pretty cool to see. I really like Tale of Four Warlords, so I really would love to see that return. And then we've got Temporal Distor. What is this?
The time warp thing where it shows you old stuff.
Alright, so we've got the old Lizardmen on their square bases.
Lizardmen? Not Seraphon.
Yeah, well, it's on square bases, so according to Liam's logic.
It's Lizardmen.
Yeah, and they've got a Iron Warriors army there. That looks like a Bretonnian army. Right there, it's really small as well.
Squeak says I love Bretonnia and Tomb Kings and all the legacy armies to come back. And Barry apparently 6 weed looking at that model.
Which model?
Probably the Venom.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. And then we got this. So I've actually read through all this, and I really like it. So this is some more fluff for Malagan Portents, and these 2 pages here talk about a farmer who always used to wake up right on just before dawn, but instead he wakes up in the middle of the night, and he goes outside, and the moon is like gone into like a skull, and it's like staring at him, and then he goes over to his harvest fields, and he's digging through it all and trying to find the corn, but it's coming out his teeth. So all of his fields will just turn, all his grain and that's just turn into teeth. And then he's like trying to stumble away, and he's stumbling over big white pebbles and rocks. And actually turns out these rocks are like skulls and that, and they're all coming up from underneath the ground and start marching off, but they're not coming anywhere near him. He tries to wake up his wife, but she's not. She's like cocooned in a little bed sheet. Has like an interesting thing where it's like he's got no quilt in the bed, but like she's got the entire quilt and cocooned. And she comes out and she's got these like. Hold on a second, I'm gonna see because the things like her eyes sunken and her skin as white as milk. She was holding his scythe in both hands, its enormous blade still razor sharp from his wet stone work the night before. Sullen the wordless, she offered it to him as if it were a sceptre bequeathed at a monarch's coronation. Right there, when I was reading that paragraph, I'm like, oh my goodness, could this be the origin story of the Warden, which is the leader skeleton in Shadespire? Because he's got a giant scythe as well, and this would be an interesting way to put it. And he accepted the scythe, his eyes stinging with tears. Its handles were like old friends to his toughened palms, the muscle memory he making the heavy oaken tool light in his grip. He turned towards the column of bone men marching away to peace before charging out of the shack with a roar of defiance. There would be a new kind of harvest on the Van Harrow farm this day. So, and then that basically means, okay, no, he's not part of death. But right there, that could be our first hint of that humans are coming, like Empire or like peasants and things like that might be coming. But right there, you can see that the armies of death are gathering, which I quite like, and it goes very in depth with like the feeling of what's actually going around for this farmer, and about like some of the tyrant tribes that are basically forced him into giving all of his stuff to. And then the next page, which is my personal favorite one, is Horticulus and his progression of his story. He's actually chasing down, chasing as like a loose term because he's slowly progressing towards them, chasing down these town people. What the hell was that?
Mezzo just subscribed.
Oh, thanks, man. That just came out of nowhere. All I heard was just, oh yeah. That actually scared the life out of me there. Thanks, Mezzo. So yeah, as I was saying, so he's slowly advancing after them, and he's feeling this like presence as well. And then suddenly all this beasts of Nurgle and Mulch doesn't want to cross this bridge that the humans have crossed, and they're getting really sad, which is very unusual for Nurgle forces. And then he tries everything, pulls all these different seeds and things like that, trying to get over, and then he decides to step out himself. And he steps on the and all the townspeople are actually like mocking him and things like that. And one of them actually fires an arrow into his chest, and it hits him in the chest, and he just snaps it off and throws it away. And all the townspeople are cheering, and he puts his one foot over into this border, and the ground starts like cracking open, and all these skeletons start clawing at him, and he's backhanding them with his shears. But then on the other side, all the townspeople that were goating him basically get swallowed up by all these skeletons and things like that, which is called karma, right? That's what it's called. But Horticulus realizes that he can't cross into this torn, and he sees all these death forces building up, and he basically says that he's got to go back to the garden because we have work to do. So I like that. It's a nice progression story for Horticulus, and I'm really liking the story being the grand cultivator and the favourite of Nurgle, and the first ever demon Nurgle ever created was Horticulus. So I really love the fluff that they got into for Malik and Portents, and I'm excited to see what other fluff they've just shown. The new Stonecast character, which has interesting fluff.
It's clearly Sir Davos.
It's Sir Davos.
Do you know what I like about live streams, Phil?
What?
In the words of Ellie Gordon, anything can happen.
What does that mean? No, get it. Oh, okay, well, get out of there. That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. That's actually I hate glitter. I hate it. I hate glitter. So we've got some more on the interview with Dan Abbott. Abnett. Ooh, nice. The Horus Heres Primarchs, Ferrus Manus, the Gorgon of Medusa book. It looks like a very limited edition book there. Only 2,500 copies, so get it now! I like Ferrus Manus. He's an interesting character. And then we go on the battle report, Harry. So we've got Bringers of Corruption here, we've got Rodigus there, we've got Glockin in the background, we've got the Great and Clean one there. That's the weird ass face that I do not like at all. That face.
Yeah.
I do not like that face at all.
That reminds me of the Troll Hag from Forge World.
And then we've got some of the Maggot Lord right there. I think that's
Haven't you got him?
I think mine is the one with the hood.
Right.
The Psyker. I'm unsure. I've only got one though. I plan to get the other two whenever. But there's Horticulus right there. And that's a Palador. I don't see Neve. That's an interesting thing. In the little fluff bit, he was actually relieved he's not fighting Stormcast in the evening. He's like, I'm sick of fighting them all the time. I'm glad I'm fighting something else now. So that's a pretty interesting little bit. Just connecting the two stories. We've got the Lord of Blights right there. We've got a Blight King there. And we've got the new character. There's the Bile Piper here. Yeah, he is. He's right there. And we've got the new tree. So it's got everything here. We've got Glock in there as well. So that's pretty cool. Nice little picture. I like these blue gems though. They're pretty awesome.
I want to make some.
Wow.
I'm so focused on painting models at the minute, right? And I haven't done any terrain in ages, and there's so many cool things I want to do. Can you remember James Cameron's Avatar?
Yeah.
You know, the floating islands with the water coming off them when
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to climb up to the top to get the what are they called? The birds that they attach themselves to. Yeah. I want to make some floating islands like that with some metallic, well not metallic, some glowy purple water flowing down from them for Lucy. I also want to make some like proper huts for me Gutbusters, and I want to do some crystals like that. Yeah,
they look really cool. You know, hard to imagine what happened to a peasant fighting a load of skeletons. Yeah, the peasant won because death's a pussy. I do like this though. So Rodicus actually has a name for himself, which is Rainfather, bringer of plenty. We beseech you, bathe us in your holy rain, and to you our praises will be offered. And that's Kovia the Unwitting. I would like to know who Kovia the Unwitting is, but sure. I do like Rodicus' staff. I'm a bit unsure on the technical hand, and I don't really like the head that much as well. Don't think he's a great looking character in my opinion. Probably looks good to other people, but he's a bit weird for me. Horticulus, my favourite model. I actually voted him as Model of the Year because GW released a little survey to find out what the Model of the Year was, and I actually picked him. There's actually some conflict there because I was going to pick Celestine. Celestine's model looked really good, but I ended up picking Horticulus instead.
Do you know which model I thought was the best one? The resculpt of Dante.
Ha 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 ha! That's not funny, Harry.
Just wait till you see my new Dante.
I don't. There's another one as well. I almost voted Grombrindle as well. Their big anniversary model. But as you see down here, we've got a list of all the different Nurglings. Now I'm going to try and without looking at the things underneath. I know that one's the Glotkin. That one's a Blight King. Them two Nurgling ones. That's from Fetus. That's a normal Nurgling one. That's from the Grim Cleveland kit. I have no idea where that one's from. Well, it's also on the Grim Cleveland kit. It looks like a miniature Rodicus, but Slimex version. That's on the Bile Piper because that's dancing in. You can see the Bile Piper there. Guessing that it's a flying one, so that'll be with the Puss Gargoyles, unless that's already in the Plague Drone ones. That's got a big massive scroll in its mouth, I'm assuming. Yeah, it's right there, so it's definitely that dude. And that's on Mulch, I remember that one, right there. So, that's cool. A whole lot of different types of Nurglings. I think GWs could do a Nurgling army.
Sassy Nurgling.
Yeah, just do a Nurgling army, that'd be pretty interesting.
Dude, you know how Lawrence has Grotty?
Yeah.
We need Heresy back.
Sorry, but...
No. Is he not coming back? He's been gone a long time.
Yes.
What's he doing?
Don't know. What's he doing, Harry?
I don't know.
Playing Mario Kart, that's what he's doing. And his mum rang him up and said, "Sweet win a Mario Kart," and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah!"
I've got it. I've absolutely got it.
This is a beautiful picture, Harry, where they've incorporated the Death Guard with the Nurgle stuff here. This is one of my favourite models, the little the Blightholmer there. And then they've got the mortars in the background. I was actually debating about doing a Zinch accompaniment of a captain and 3 last cannon preds for my Zinch, and then doing the same but taking a captain and then 3 of the mortars, because there is a warlord. It's either a vulture or a relic that gives you to reroll your filled wounds, which is a nice bubble. So reroll 1s to hit. No, the plague weapons it's reroll 1s to wound, but reroll left filled wounds would be quite helpful as well. And that would just give me that shooting contingent for the Nurgle. Harry passed me this Griffhound. Are you saying this needs to be Heresy?
No, I'm saying that needs to be Jerry the Griffhound.
Jerry the Griffhound.
Who is going?
How about Jeff, like Geoff spelled though?
My name is Jeff.
Like Jeff Griffhound.
Jeff the Griffhound, who is now the channel mascot.
But it's more like Geoff the Griffhound.
Geoff.
Yeah, because it's the G version. So okay.
Okay. I'll accept that.
It'll be Harry. It'll be my champion Nurgling on the giant podium. That will be my Herald of Nurgle.
can't, because then that's just copying off Lawrence.
Oh, it's not, right? Because that's my champion. No, I'm talking about the one in this giant base, Harry, with all the skulls. That's what I'm talking about. That's our mascot.
Tell you what, right? I will actually use that base, and I will build you the base if you let me magnetise the little tiny grot, Nurglin, to put on the top of it. I will make you the base and give you the base.
Sure.
Done.
Done. There we go. We're gonna have. I can't believe this is actually going to happen.
I will build that base to the
I can't believe that
size
is
of
actually going to happen. We've got some a lot of cool pictures of different models and things out of the review of the 2017. This is pretty cool. I do like the Magnus model that came out with Forge World. We've got the first female Stormcast, because female Marines. And
triggered.
I wonder when Plastic Sisters are coming out.
Reset the clock!
Reset the clock!
No.
Reset the clock! Reset the clock! And here's some of the miniatures of the year which you can go and vote. So they got interesting. Cole came out this year, Harry.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
March?
really.
No, February.
No,
February.
January.
Oh yeah, he was on the first triumvirate, wasn't he?
And then we've got Chaos Theory for February. We've got Gulliman from March. We've got the named character dude from that shitty army in Sigmar. We've got Grombrindle. We've got the Dark Imperium box set with the Nurgle stuff there. We've got Primary Space Marines with Liberian in July. We've got
what?
I will kick the teeth out of you, Harry. The Redemptor in August. My favourite Horticulus in September. The Stormcast from Shadespire in October. The Goliath crew from November. And if you can find them in any of your stores, Sly Marble in December. So that's pretty damn cool. And here we go, the Golden Contract, the battle report. Now this is Fire Slayers, which is the fake dwarfs, versus Nurgle. The reason why I call them fake dwarfs is I don't like how they were created. I just don't like them. I mean, I'm the sort of dude who wants my heavy armored shield wall dwarfs with my artillery. I'm a classic sort of guy. I'm a simple mind.
You can say that again.
I'm a simple mind. But the Nurgle force down here is pretty interesting. Now, here's the thing, Harry, it's open play. So we can't match the points here. So we don't get any figure out of what the points are. But what is involved in this, we've got the two ground clean ones there. We've got, it's got like everything that's new into the force.
In open play, don't you?
What?
You normally go count wounds in open play.
No, you just take what you want.
Okay.
But here's something interesting that we noticed, right? Is all the scenery here is the craters, which have always been there, and these spikes, which are definitely homemade, and all this old terrain. And someone pointed out saying,
I miss these.
All these, that one's huge. It's huge, and I would love to see that. But like, if these old terrain are here, does that mean that these are coming back? Because these are very death feeling type stuff. And it's like, if they came back, that would be amazing.
Remember the giant tower that did?
Yeah, that giant tower where that was in the recent teaser with the Stormcast character.
The observatory.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So down here we've got the Root of Evil, which is the tree, and that has a 7-inch bubble of Nurgle units can charge and run, creating their typical sluggishness. So you've got something.
Oh, is this spot you kill Sigmar?
That's Sigmar. So I usually know in Sigmar they've got I think it's 4 or 5-inch move.
Right.
And then they've got their run, and then they've got their instruments that add one to that as well, and they can charge as well if they're near that tree, if they ran as well. So that's actually given them a lot of decent movement, which is pretty damn cool. There's got to be some interesting rules with the trees though, because especially like one of those objective games where you've got the 4 objectives in the middle of the field, you can't just put a tree on one of those, right? So there's got to be something different there. You got the wheel here. Now there is a psycho power where you can pick wherever you want to start, so you can roll it, start with healing D3 wounds and go to that one, and then decide to do the psycho power to put them back to there, which is very helpful. So that'll be pretty interesting, controlling the cycle of life. And then as we go on here, we've got loads of different stuff around here, but nothing really indicating any new rules. We've got Plague of Misery over here, which is reroll basher test rolls of 1 for enemy units. I don't know what that's on. Let me just see. No, I can't see where it is. Doesn't say anything in the rules there, but that's something interesting that might help. It's very situational. But as I'm looking here, I'm seeing Rodicus staying back, and then the Grand Cleaner staying back. But it looks like they've got short movement like normal, but these guys have all managed to get in there real quick. Same with the Blight drones there, and then the beasts and horticulars didn't get that far in. So you can definitely see that these are becoming fast units. They do the initial wave, and then the second wave is the beasts, the Blight Kings, and the characters and the big guys. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how it's going to be developed and made. 2 5-day rules there. Nothing really put out there. I haven't fully read this one because I'd rather actually know the rules and what's actually going on to see whether they're actually like a big role. Like I can look at the 5-day stuff and go, oh, they might do very well, but I don't know how many wounds these guys have, or you know how much they can heal, or what's the damage output, or how they get degraded. But it's nice seeing the new stuff on the table before we even have them, so that's pretty cool. Nope. Wait. Okay. Yeah, nothing huge, awesome there. But as you can see, the Green Clean ones haven't moved that much. So I'm wondering whether they were really avoiding the damage output that's coming from these. But Nurgle's definitely taking this side. There's not much left for the 5 Slayers. It's looking really bleak for the 5 Slayers, and I do believe Nurgle wins. Yes, they do. They win. Well done, Nurgle. And they win 105 to 169. I don't know what else happened there, but okay, that's pretty cool. So if you really want to watch that, looks like it's an interesting little storyline to do there. And then we've got a nice little dual page spread here. There's something interesting here. None of the other characters are repackaged, and the Blight drones aren't repackaged with this nice white. So that's interesting, I guess. That's really interesting. Nurglings did get repackaged though. I don't believe they have the white yet, unless they already do.
No, they already have, I think.
Oh, they already have. Right,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Sunderland's got something like that.
Oh! Ultimate Guide to Death with a big Nagash model there. Nagash model's actually pretty big. Seen him in person.
Yeah.
Oh,
that Wargamer says, should I make my Primaris Marines Crimson Fist or make a new army? Phil will tell you exactly the same thing, and I'm about to read Phil's mind. Phil will say, paint them your own custom chapter so that you can play them as you like. Just don't do them as Blood Angels.
Harry, it looks like you need to work on your telepathy skills. That was not what I was going to say.
Now my sock's caught.
Yeah. So I was actually going to say, I would look for the best fluff you'd want, because that's what I'm doing my salamanders, and then design it around them. So I'm doing Pelismere San, which is known for having the finest power swords in the Imperium. So no matter what, all my sergeants and characters now will all have power swords. Boom. If you really like Power Fist and you really like Crimson Fist is a great way to go. I don't think there's much customization in Primaris.
There's next to none.
Because I know if you're Dark Angels, you can have power swords on your sergeants. If you're Blood Angels, you can have chain swords. But I don't think any of the characters, like the normal captain, can have a power fist. No, you can, because of the birthday.
An official model.
Yeah, because of the birthday one, you can have a power fist. That's pretty good. And then the Grouse Armor one has a power fist, and so does the.
No. He has a Bolt Storm Gauntlet.
Okay, but it's still a fist, though, right? So. And then you've got the aggressors that have the fist. So Crimson Fist might actually look pretty nice, especially. And then the Dreadnought's got a fist, so they might actually look really nice. But I think Crimson Fists are got their own chapter tactics, like the Black Templars.
They're just Imperial Fists.
Because the Black Templars have their own chapter tactics.
Yeah, Crimson Fists count as Imperial Fists, which is ignore colour.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do know they have their own stratagem. I think, but they definitely have their own relic. I know that. So, and their own wallet trade as well. So I definitely think, because Pedro Canto is really cool, and actually a really good model. So yeah, so we've got a load of death stuff here. I know that's a vampire right there that Jacob's wearing.
I was just like to point out,
Manfred and Ephraim.
When I seen the Blood Angel Lieutenant Tolmarin come out, it's just like, yeah, I'm not getting him. He's crap. He's nothing special. He doesn't look great. Well, the possibility to convert him is endless. So what I've done is I've actually fully magnetized mine, because I'm going to run him as Sanguinius. Phil? I'm going to run him as Sanguinius.
Alright, yeah, that's a very interesting word. John, you should have it's Sanguinius, Harry, not Slanguinius. Liberian,
No, basically, he's a captain within the Hammer with the Death Company rule. Basically, I'm going to fully magnetize him, so I can literally kit him out with a jump pack, non-backpack, and any weapons you want.
So yeah, if you want to go Crimson Fist, they've got a special warlord trait, which means if there are at least 10 enemy models within 6 inches of your warlord in the fight phase, add D3 attacks to his data sheet to the end of the phase. That's pretty cool. And then they've got a special relic, I do believe. Come on, please tell me there is. Yes, which is a 2 strength, -3 AP, 3 damage fist, which I think is actually pretty cool. So if you're anyone with Crimson Fist, I totally recommend it. They are pretty cool. Was thinking Pedro plus 10 Reavers. That would be mint. That would be awesome, man. That would be crazy good. So we've got more death stuff here. They're really going into it, and we've got even more death line right here. Interesting how they haven't repackaged these 3 yet, but they're still showing them. So I'm totally expecting them to get repackaged when it comes around to it. I'm happy that there is. So you got the Maligans there, and it's Maligans Portents. And then you got the Skeletal Horde and the Flesh Eater Camps. I wonder whether it's like all the deaths going to get stuff, or whether it's just going to be Maligans. So that should be interesting. I do like Morghast. I saw someone who converted Morghast, Harry, into Castellan robots. So they got rid of the wings, added this the hotshot volley gun on their back, and they turned them into the Castellan robots from Admech, and they look really, really cool. So yeah, and we've got some Necromunda scenario right there. White Dwarf exclusive. Oh gosh, this is a 2-page spread. Return to Hammerfell, new mission, Warhammer exclusive. That's not a double-page spread, is it? This one? Yes, it is. It's a stick. So that is an whole mission for your Warhammer quest, if you really want to get into that. It's really hard to turn these pages when they're double-page spread without hurting them. She's got some more ring stuff here as well, with another White Dwarf exclusive mission, which is pretty awesome, and another mission as well. So 2 missions for that one.
It's really cool that they're actually supporting the games through White Dwarf, because I know like a lot of Blood Bowl stuff. I'm sure they had new Space Hulk stuff a few weeks back as well.
Yeah. So congratulations, because because they introduced Gene Circle for Space Hulk.
Yes. They did.
So congratulations to Gareth Nicholas for winning the Golden Demon Award for his Arwen. She looks phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I love the base with those sort of reefs coming out as well. She looks amazing. Well done. Oh, let me just, Harry's just let me know it's not centered there. So right there, well done, mate. Well done. And we've got
Is this Reader's models?
yeah, I think are these. Oh yeah, so we've got Silver there, which is Gandalf the Grey by Patrick Sand. Well done. He does look pretty awesome, exactly what Gandalf would look like. So is it grey or grey? Here you can see a couple of the grey tones that Patrick has used. What is that? Slightly bluer tone. Oh, so it's Gandalf the Blue, huh? Yeah, we're going to find out. And then we've got Lake Town Military Captain, which looks awesome. I like the whole ice stuff that you've done to make it fit into where it would be found. That's pretty cool. So well done, David McGowan, if I said your name right. People always slate me for how I say stuff. And well done for the gold winner of Golden Demon by Mark Mash Clans for this Magnus the Red. I like this. This looks like good conversion work that he's done here.
Yeah.
So that's not actually in it, and it looks awesome. I like the whole Space Wolf bodies. That's pretty fun to see, and it's actually a different take. A lot of people seen it as proper full-on red, and these full-on blue. And it's got a sort of purpley, sort of zinc type feel to it. So I really like the little difference there. And then we've got Silver for that beautiful Avatar Kane. Look at him, he is absolutely phenomenal. Green Lava. There's actually Green Lava in Destiny, and there's some really good fluff about why Green Lava actually exists.
I wanted I still didn't build my Forge World Avatar, but I'm tempted to do them with the purple flip paint and stuff now.
So it looks really good. That looks a lot like a
Homunculus Flesh Corpse.
Yeah, so it looks like it's an Avatar Corrupted. So that's pretty cool. Well done, Timothy Buzzard. And then what is this beautiful monstrosity right here? This is a
Nurgle Dread Knight
in the dark.
I love the base.
Yeah, the base looks awesome. I do like this whole like wiring. It gives us a whole the remake of War of the Worlds with the red stuff going all over. This is just disgusting and interesting all at the same time. Yeah, this is really cool. I really like that one. Really good conversion work on that. This especially looks like he's just like enlarged the chest piece for the plague bearers. Which is pretty cool. Talking about plague bearers, the different shades of plague bearers. So I'd go for like more of this sort of colour scheme. I've seen people do these sort of colour schemes. I don't think I've ever seen a blue plague bearer in my life though. That's pretty weird.
Do you know what's really cool? Richard Hudspeth's corn. His purple blood letters.
Yeah, they look lovely.
They're really
So
cool.
I'm probably going to take a picture of these for my shade, and I do like where it's got like darker here, it's like yellowy brown here, and then all these different like colours here, so I can start actually recreating it and giving more of a different contrast all over my bodies.
Get like 3 or 4 different shades of green, get some Waywatcher green, get some...
The only problem about that is...
And literally just go...
The only problem with that is, so what I do with mine is I do a few layers of the Atmos Camera shade, and then I have the Agrath Earth shade for a lot of the darker regions as well. It's more of I'm gonna do like a bit like this, like sore bruising around here, and then this like red stuff around these yellow bits. And I know what colours. It's just doing them, so that's what it's really want to work on. And then we're getting more into the
painstaking.
Yeah, it's got more into here, so it's a lot of shading work, I think. It's interesting about the bell. They wanted to, when they're designing the bell, they wanted to make them so they looked like they were these beautiful, angelic, majestic pieces of artifacts, and that are now corrupted, but once were beautiful, which I absolutely love when they've actually gone in depth with the designers and stuff. And Festus is still here. It was really funny, Harry, because I've called him Fetus for so long. Fetus the Leech Lord instead of Festus the Leech Lord.
Wow,
so
do you know what a fetus is, Phil?
I do know what a fetus is. Just I didn't read it properly. I didn't see the S after the E, so that's funny, I guess, right? All laugh at Phil.
Like you didn't see the R after the B.
Like you didn't see my face when the sandwich came for you.
Dude, that doesn't even make sense.
Knuckle sandwich.
Whatever.
Yeah. Stick a fork in me, mate, 'cause I'm done. I'm gonna go to oh! Someone started Beastclaw Riders, Harry. Alright, calm down. Don't get too excited.
Sorry,
this is something that...
Was there an A after the R that I saw?
Eh?
Was there an A after the R that I saw?
A?
Beastclaw Riders.
A?
Beastclaw Raiders.
A?
Yes.
A?
Is the first letter of the alphabet.
No, I was saying it as like EH. Like...
That's A.
A? So this is something probably Harry's probably going to do with all the kit bash and Tau terrain that's in here. So they take you through a kit bash, how to kit bash this Tau terrain piece here. You'll like the next one, Harry.
Whoa!
You'll like the next one when I turn the page. And then this one, how to actually create that one with the drone port, and then just 2 iron cannons from the Hammerhead kit, and then what you could really achieve by just going ape with it. And I think
this is why didn't I have this before filming this campaign, Phil?
Yeah, so these are pretty cool, and I saw them in leaked images, and I thought they look awesome. And they go with this colour scheme that was actually done a bit ago as well. So that's pretty awesome in my opinion.
Should we spoil a little model to the viewers?
No, don't even spoil, Harry.
Oh, why?
Leave it. No,
Oh.
it'll be great. And here's Ian Gonzalez featured in White Dwarf.
Ian, I shared a room with him at. No retreat. Ian is a lad.
But his
Grot Tank Army is phenomenal.
His Grot Army that was featured on,
and he's got Chinook.
Yeah. But his Grot Army that was on Mini Wargaming was pretty fun to watch against Chef's White Scars. Not Mini Wargaming, yeah, Tabletop Tactics. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The Burner Boys in terms of truck there. These just all look beautiful. Like the mushrooms on his Gazgul base and his weird boys and stuff like that. They're just so awesome. It's such a beautiful army. And his bikers, these bases are so cool. And these ones are my personal favourite is the mech guns. They're really awesome.
I'm so tempted to buy another drone pot now if it wasn't for
and here you got the
used me other one.
Here you've got the Grot Tank, so you've got the Super Mega Grot Tank, and you've got the normal Grot Tanks. These are just pure amazing. And just the horde of Grots there. Ugh. It's just full of this bright, luminous green, which is just brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. And then, of course, the Orc collection, which is pretty awesome. So that's Starklight and Orcs, and then you've got a nice show of what your Orc collection can become, and then a nice look at what things you could get for your Orcs. So that's really cool. They've got a really good focus on Orcs there. Too bad I don't believe they're in the next ones. I believe it's Necrons and Tau, because they didn't get any point changes in chapter approved. So
I think Space Wolves are going to be almost last, simply because of how many changes they had. and how big their FAQs have been. I think Space Wolves and Thousand Suns will be another dual release type thing.
Yeah.
And they'll be nearly last.
Yeah. Here's some Blood Bowl stuff right here. So we've got these little goblin team there. You've got a human team and a dwarf team there. I do actually have this model, but I converted all these from some of the old dwarf stuff. And I've never played Blood Bowl. Don't know how to play them. And I don't know whenever I'll get to play them. So that's just a pretty nice, just, you know, little cabinet model units there. We've got another human team over here, which look really interesting. We've got a Skaven team, and we've got another, what looks like Goblin team and Rat team. Skaven team even. We've got Orc team right there. They look awesome. Look like classic boys there. And boys, look who it is. It's the Emperor of Mankind. Look at him right there. This guy looks bad to the ass, man. Look at that eagle. Oh, that guy looks so damn good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I remember Custodes are ones that really made me run for my money in 40k so far. But he looks amazing, man. That's the Watchmaster from Death Watch. That's a hammer that I think is from the Voridus, but it could just be anything. A hammer, and I think that's Hawk is from the Stormcast kit, and literally created Voldus. But it could literally be like any character, to be honest. Because there is a character coming out, Custodian's character coming out. He's got Grifax there and Gurman.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
That's a really, really nice army. I really like it.
Do you know the Custodes Dreadnoughts with the halberds?
Yeah.
I want one.
Yeah, they look really
cool.
cool.
Do you know why?
Woo!
Phil,
Gosh,
I want to use it as a certain Blood Angel type of Dreadnought.
Librarian one.
Librarian.
I'm gonna come over there and knock you out, mate, because it's Librarian, man. It's Librarian. But these Tau look awesome, bruh. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. It's more like grey, but yeah.
I like the blue bases.
I do. Yeah, and you've got two ethereals, huh? Tokugawa and ethereals. And oh my sweet mother Mary of General Matthews and the donkey that took him to Bethlehem.
Lucy, if you're watching this, please buy me a Talons of the Emperor box.
Look at that. That guy's pretty good. He's from the Horus Heresy box. That's pretty awesome. They look awesome.
New year, new army.
Yeah, it looks.
You know what I'm thinking, Phil?
New year, new army.
Talons of the Emperor.
Yeah, they look really cool. I like that. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. We've got some paint spanners there.
Show off some models, Phil.
Pretty interesting.
Show off some models.
Okay, how to paint a Plague Bearer by White. Ooh, it's a nice blue brie sort of cheese, you know, blue brie. You know, brie.
I'll agree that it's cheese when you see Mission 3, Phil.
Yeah. No spoilers. But this is how they've done it. So I've normally gone with the Corax White, and then I've just washed them with the Camo Shade, which is this one. But they've gone with Orgrin Flesh first and done a research.
All I'm going to say is love this Northeast conversation.
What do you mean?
Just me and you bantering tonight.
Well, when I said the other Mary Matthews and the donkey that took them to Bethlehem. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so they've gone research.
He took the book from the shelf and he read it to the children.
Oh, I just like that. I actually sat one night and just went through all the clips of Hearthstone Wargaming, just like peeing myself laughing at like all of them. They're so good.
Go on with your eyes just to book.
Yeah, it's a mint. But there's a bit where Harry's Onega hit the knight with 3 wounds, and then they all went through, and then he rolled his in-rolls and passed them all, and I was like, but like building up to it, I was like, I was like, oh, he's hit with all 3. He's wounded with all 3.
And then Mikey rolled a double 6 and a 5.
And then I was like, oh, he took the book from out of the shelf and read it to the children. I loved it. It's great.
Call you Tom Cruise and put you back.
Oh yeah, it was like putting me backwards and call me Tom Cruise. Yeah. I like them. They've got little ones that like stick a fork in me, mate, 'cause I'm done. But it's great. What?
Oh my god!
It's like what the hurricane said to the palm tree. Hold on to your nuts, baby, because you've never been blown like this before. It's amazing. It's sorry.
Phil.
Yeah.
Don't go back to uni.
I'm banter, man. Bants.
Don't go back to uni.
Alright, calm down. Okay, so I do like this though. I'm probably going to cover this. So Cadian Flesh from the Guts. And then Bloodful Blood God mixed with Caribou Crimson in all the guts. And then it go back a little bit higher for like Cadian Flesh. And then it go for an extra fine detail highlight of Kislev flesh. I'm probably going to do that for all the entrails, and actually work pretty well. And then for the eyes, I've done this for the eyes. That's really pretty
Well,
awesome.
Phil, your best mate's just joined us.
Vandus Hammerhand.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Doing good? Doing good, bro?
Yeah, you go back and watch the first half because Phil has been on form with his jokes. And I've been pretty good with my put downs as well.
Put downs. You've been putting me down, Harry. This here.
Oh, it's Phil.
Oh, thanks. I'm probably actually going to do this exact paint tutorial for my Beast and Nurgle. So that'll be pretty interesting.
Oh, you're going to do a tutorial?
I'm following the exact same one for my Dwarf.
Yeah, but are you going to film a tutorial?
Well, I'm going to nick White Dwarf's content, am I?
No, I mean film yourself painting your model.
Yeah, but all I'm doing is following this.
They don't know that.
Right? But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then you've got even more bits there. That's going to be really heavily detailed. And then we've got all these
25 quid for the Beast of Nurgle.
Alright, and I'm now into the showcase of people's stuff. So we've got
readers models.
Danilo Minella. That's a really lovely Ariel there. Just a shame that you needed to take this off, and then it would have been perfect, you know.
Do you know what?
But
now I really enjoyed doing Lucy's, right? But I wish I'd had that flip paint before I did it.
Yeah. Thomas Howe, that Vizard looks beautiful, man. Will Vale.
That sword.
Richard Wills, with that really weird model that I've never seen before. Jan Taniu.
Tannoy.
And then Philippe! God but Philippe set the gash upon him! And then we've got James
Sorden.
I almost said Snowden there. But that's Nocturne, that's Salamanders. You got
What's that, Phil?
That's Callback Silverblight. I'm currently painting my Callback Silverblight. It doesn't have this though, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting.
I've got some Yoo-hoo glue if you want, Lord. I love the blue on that.
We've got Jess Conti. We've got Carl Tinsley. We've got Jan Taniu back again with the Tan back at it again with the death model. And then we've got Robert
Lucy
Adams.
painted for me as well.
Oh yeah, she painted some more Death Watch stuff.
They just need a couple of bits of Whoa!
No, you've already used it. You only get one use only, okay? You're not getting that. Who's that changes this one to? Michael Sazmexico. Yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that. And that's it. No Amy.
Whoa!
Yeah, wow. Well, that's blown my mind. Warmer World. What do you think about going back in February?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, do you know what I would love to do? I would love to get on the Tau table and take the entire Tau army.
What are these? I've never seen these before.
Oh, gee, Phil, I don't know. I think Dan Buchanan has some.
Really?
Yeah. Dan Buchanan of Hellstorm has some of them, I think.
Brilliant, sure.
Yeah.
And then, oh, it's 5-star campaign. I thought it was Tail for Warlords. I almost pooped. That's pretty cool. I like that green on them pterodons right there. And then, look at those, Harry. Oh, these look really good. I think Primaris actually really good as a
Vander says, you know what? You need to replace that Alariel for Lucy's one.
Yeah, that's perfect. Get rid of all the glitter.
What was that?
No glitter 2018.
Dwarf Battle Report. No, it wasn't.
This looks really cool.
I like the soft yellow, the sandy colour.
I do like it on the Marines. I'm not too sure on the Dreadnought though.
Do you want to know something else, Phil? I love live streams, right? Because I can literally throw crap at you, right? Like, BANG!
Gosh, don't damage the book, Harry, come on. You've got to seem to be a little bit of misrepair there. What the hell's happening to that?
The Bloodthirster's axe is no longer in the side of it.
But yeah, cool. That's a really awesome looking dirty yellow destruction.
Well, funnily enough, Phil, right, I bought 3 drop pods for my Death Watch. Then they went up to 105 points. So then I had 3 spare drop pods.
I can't. There we go.
So I turned that one into a piece of scenery.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But next month, February the 2nd, 2018, Malagan Portals.
More Nurgle?
No, that's the front cover of this Dwarf, Harry.
Okay.
Stop being a dumbass, Harry. We've got Malagan Portents, Paint Splatter, a new adventure, Blood Bowl, a tale of 4 warlords! It returns, Harry! It returns. We've got a whole lot of gold, a Black Library celebration, and much more. And then my favourite part of this whole book, the end. No, I'm joking. There's actually this picture on the back here with Nagash versus Rodicus, the Grit and Claymore versus some Morghasts, and some Black Kings backing them up as well. They look pretty cool. And even the water bites right there, little water bites there. That's pretty cool. So that is the White Dwarf, ladies and gentlemen, and Vandus Hanuman. I'm actually going to call him Hanuman now from now on. Hey, the Warhammer test and Deep Strike rules being done. Don't ruin the pod like they did on the GW video a while ago. Oh yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
When they were like, "Oh, we're testing 8th edition out," and they just threw the drop pod onto the table and it's smashing to pieces.
Yep.
Can we do that?
No.
I'll print the drop pod.
As long as it's not one of my drop pods, yeah.
You have to ruin it, don't you, Harry? Have to ruin it. Well, guys, that's White Dwarf. So thank you for coming and watching, guys. Thank you. Thank everyone who's come and watched. It's been a blast.
Yeah, we're going to be up because we've got some voice recording to do for the campaign.
Yeah.
We've got I've got Contempted to build.
Yeah, and I've got some building to do.
We're also going to do a Blood Angel Army overview before I actually redid all the OSL and everything on them.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the Necron one if we've got time.
Maybe so.
So expect to see them soon. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you would like to support us, we are available on Patreon. There is 3 1,000 point battle reports currently on there for Patreons only, and of course the first mission of the narrative campaign. I'm hoping the second one's probably going to be on Patreon in a week or two's time.
Ready, guys? Ready? Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't work. I was going to tease us.
Go on, tease them. Go on.
Oh!
Not much of a tease. I literally moved the scenery out of the way there. Are we done?
Yeah.
Catch us later, guys.